Ahoy! Welcome into the Junk Drawer podcast, part of the Korked Podcast Network. This podcast is coming to you a day later because on the day that's literally called Labor Day, we decided not to work. Today is September 7th, 2021. What is up, Junkies? I'm Austin. That's AD. What's up, AD?
Austin, we deserve the day off, so don't let them tell you otherwise.
Yeah, we work really hard. We work extremely hard. We just launched a new Instagram account at Korked 2 because UFC took down our original one at Korked. So we started a new one. It's our sequel at Korked 2. Go give a follow to that account on Instagram. We promise you great content every single day.
We promise you the sequel will be better. So just
and you know what? How many times can you say that? Outside like The Godfather, maybe Empire Strikes Back, Terminator 2,
Dark Knight, maybe
Dark Knight, yeah. Other than those, like a handful of movies. How many times can you say the sequel is actually better? At Korked 2 on Instagram. Hey, also, we're legally required to tell you, since this is in fact it's a live stream, but it's also a podcast. We are legally by law required to tell you to subscribe, rate, and review. We appreciate all of you who do. If you ever miss this show 1 week, you can jump on and catch it there. If you're watching on the live stream, first of all, thank you.
Welcome.
Go ahead and hit that retweet button. Yes, welcome indeed. That share button. Let's get the more people we get into the party, the more fun it is, and the more comments we get, the more fun. And so please hit that share button and comment along. If you want to comment along, you can. The best comments will get added to the show. We're gonna have some fun. And also, before we get into anything, we're blowing out the format for today's episode. Okay, we're blowing it out. We're not doing.
As we should, I think, because it's Tuesday, right? This isn't our normal day, so it can't be a normal show. So
it can't be a normal show. It can't be a normal show. So, but we're gonna do a draft this episode, which we're very excited about. But before we get into that, AD, I gotta ask you. Pitt travels to Neyland Stadium this week. What are your thoughts?
Well, number one, I won't be there, so okay. I wish them the best of luck. I feel like I don't know much about either team. I saw Pitt won over the weekend.
Yeah, the 1-0.
Yeah, undefeated.
That's right. Some are saying.
But I don't know much about the Tennessee Volunteers. So if anyone out there has some insight on the game or maybe something that you think will happen, like the outcome, I didn't look at the spread, but I'm going to look it up right now. I'm going to guess. The spread is probably something like -9.5 Tennessee. But
no, I actually think it's closer than that. I think it's -5. I want to say.
Wow.
Yeah,
Pitt's getting some credit, maybe.
I think so, if I'm not mistaken. I believe this game is closer than the experts might think. But
hang on a second, is Pitt actually favored in this game?
Wait, are they favored?
It's favored in this game. This is nuts.
Hey, hashtag hail to Pitt. H2P, dude.
Is Pitt a contender this year? Did I miss something?
Look,
Kenny Pickett's back, but I don't know.
People are wondering, like, are the Pitt Panthers the favorites to win the SEC East? People are asking. We're not asking, but people are, and we're just don't shoot the messenger here.
It is funny because there's always that debate between the SEC and the ACC, right? Which is better,
right.
Which is a better, because it's always a big debate, right?
Huge debate.
And I guess this pretty much sums it up.
Because it really was ever since Pitt joined the ACC, people have been like, really, that debate was never a debate until Pitt joined the ACC. Right? Am I right? Am I wrong in saying that?
But how embarrassing, though, to have a team come into your stadium of 100,000 plus, right? That's a pretty big stadium.
It's the fourth largest stadium in the country.
There you go. And Pitt is favored by 3.5 points. That's not even a field goal, over a field goal. That's
over a field goal. They're like not only will Pitt win, they're going to win by more than a field goal. Like that's what the experts are saying. AD, I got to ask you, what's your prediction? Give me a prediction for Saturday.
Well, I already told you what I thought the line was going to be, so I think Tennessee's actually going to win this game.
You're going against the Pitt Panthers, dude.
The undefeated Pitt Panthers, yeah. I
The
think I may have to go.
Pitt Panthers.
May have to go against them on this one.
Wow.
Maybe there's some value. Tennessee is a home dog. I would be mad. You know, it doesn't take much to get you fired up to be a home dog. You know, so I think Tennessee takes it. I think they're going to win. The over/under is 57. I'm going to go like 24-17. I think it's going to go.
Wow, no love for Pat Narduzzi.
No.
Damn, that's rough, dude. Hey, hashtag H2P, except for Saturday, I guess, right?
Yeah, right. I meant to bring this up last week. Someone donated $20 million to the Pitt football program.
Oh, damn.
$20 million.
Well, no wonder they're winning then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's enough to fire you up. I mean, maybe that's why they're favored on Saturday, actually. They've got all this cash now, so hey, it's football season. Anything can happen.
Are the Pitt Panthers the best team that plays in Heinz Field?
People are asking.
I mean,
they've already crowned the Browns as the offseason Super Bowl champs. So, I mean, it's could be their year.
Hey. All right. So we mentioned off the top of the show, we are blowing out the format for today's episode. Not your normal junk drawer. Okay. We are going full draft. Okay. This is our 69th episode.
Oh, you're kidding me right now. This is 69.
No. This is our 69th episode.
The week before week 1 NFL action.
It's the day after Labor Day.
Let's go. Come on.
And NFL football starts this week. We're blowing out the format.
Is this the best week ever?
Draft. It might be the best week. Hey, people are asking.
It feels like the week before Christmas right now. Like
it really does.
I am so excited for Sunday.
Day after Labor Day, NFL football starts this week, and it's our 69th episode. We are going to do a draft of the best things about NFL Sundays. If you want to throw in your draft picks into the comments, please do. We'll throw the best ones up on the screen. But we're going to go ahead and start our draft, the best things about Sundays. We're going to go 6 rounds. We don't do honorable mentions, but if we did, we may do some honorable mentions after that. Yeah. And then we'll see we'll hopefully see who has the better draft at the end of it. So AD, as we do, we always start with you. Let's go ahead. And if you're ready, are on the clock, my friend.
I'm ready. Well, did you hear that?
The pick
sounds
is in.
Like the pick is in. Sounds like the pick is in. Well, it's a little. I think this one's obvious. This goes without being said, and it's just my all-time favorite moment watching football. It gets me so excited. I'm so nervous at the same time. It's the Red Zone Countdown.
The Red Zone Countdown.
I cannot wait for this to tick down on Sunday and just be sitting, watching, waiting for that 3, 2, 1, and then that familiar voice.
Yeah. At what point do you actually sit down to start watching? At what point in the clock?
I feel like I'm just always pacing around until the games actually start. Like I can't. I just can't.
Oh yeah,
I can't sit.
You got it on. You got it on with 8 minutes to go. I get it. But at what point do you sit down and you just watch the clock?
Honestly, it's got to be. I think at 2 minutes is probably where I will actually sit down and start to watch.
All right.
It. Yeah,
120 seconds of just watching a clock.
I am pacing around. I'm looking to see maybe if there's a last second bet I want to put in, or see what's out there, and but it is the alt, and then it's Scott Hansen coming on, and it's the
Wait, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say
the
it.
energy.
Don't say
It's the energy he brings, though. It
so
is
the energy he brings.
Passionate.
Also,
I love it.
Look, I like Andrew Siciliano. Had him on my podcast a couple of years ago. Great guy. Good dude. I like Scott Hansen's Red Zone better. Scott Hansen it's just a different energy, a different feel. And Scott Hansen, man, it's you can't go against Scott Hansen in the Red Zone channel.
Just so good at going from game to game, and that voiceover over top of just like almost as if you were watching the whole game and he's filling you in.
Yeah.
And then it's just like the play happens. You're like, oh, thanks, Scott.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Scott. The number of times I say thanks, Scott, on a Sunday. Here we go. From KMac931, he says Austin's top 10. My drafter is going to be all Derrick Henry.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. If I could go Derrick Henry with every single draft pick, I absolutely would. Thank you for that comment.
Clearly a fan of Korked Bat's content right there. So
right. As Korked Bats is the number one Derrick Henry fan site on the entire internet.
As we know.
Not to toot our own horn. Hey,
whoa, there.
Pick is in. The pick is in.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
My number 2 overall pick, my first round pick. I'm going with Derrick Henry. No, I'm kidding.
Come on.
If I could take Derrick Henry, I would take Derrick Henry. No, I'm also going Red Zone related. AD.
Oh, all right.
The number 1 pick for me. The line. 7 hours of commercial-free football starts now.
And I know
that goes back to our guy.
I know you didn't want me to say it. Yeah.
I didn't want you to say it because that's my first pick. If you would have said it, you would have taken all the ammo out of my gun, and I didn't want you to do that.
Okay, that's
fair.
That's
7 hours of commercial-free football starts now. When that's like just hearing that, there are few better phrases. If like outside of your wife being like, yeah, you can watch football all day. I'm going to a bridal shower with my girls. Like that. Like if she said that.
It's like a free pass.
That is almost as good. Like 7 hours of commercial-free football is better than hearing that. So
yes, okay.
That is my number 1 overall pick. AD,
rightfully so.
AD, round 2. The pick is in.
Round 2, the pick is in.
The pick is in.
So this is, I mean, these are all related, obviously, because we're talking about football, but the 7 hours of commercial-free football really hits home with this one because my second pick is spending all day on your couch. I mean, just being there all day, and it starts with Scott Hansen saying 7 hours of commercial-free football.
It does. And even if you don't have the Red Zone channel, though, like even if you don't, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you
don't know why you wouldn't either. Yeah.
Like still just sitting on the couch all day and maybe getting up for like a bathroom break, maybe getting up to make some homemade nachos during a commercial break.
Or picking up the delivery from your doorstep would be another reason.
DoorDash hashtag. Yeah. Shout out to all of our Sunday afternoon delivery drivers. They're the real heroes.
They're doing the Lord's work. Truly.
They are. Okay. All right. Good pick. That's the second round.
Yeah, second round.
So now the 4th overall pick, my second round pick.
There it is. The pick is in.
The pick is in. Forgetting to set your fantasy lineup until right before kickoff. That to me is like there's no bigger rush than that feeling right there. You could literally like weave in and out of traffic. You could go base jumping off of a cliff and you still won't feel the rush that you feel when you're opening up your ESPN app and trying to submit your lineup right before kickoff. It is and we've all been there. It's all been like, been there. Crap, dude, I forgot to set my lineup. And then all of a sudden you grab your phone and you're just like, or like, sometimes like if you're if you go to church on Sunday mornings, like having to figure out how to set your lineup during church, easy. It's not easy. So look, I commend you. But that rush. And I know that's not necessarily a good thing, forgetting to set your fantasy lineup. It's not a good thing, but that feeling, that means football is back. It means football is back. And it's a great feeling to have.
It's something that would leave a pit in your stomach is if you realize it right after one, like that 102, and you're like, I did not set my fantasy lineup. And then you have someone on a bye and you're like,
oh gosh,
great.
it's the worst.
Like, great. Or if you're like in between two people and like you're watching Red Zone, you see like the one guy you didn't start score, and you're like, I was going to switch it, but I didn't save it on ESPN. That's another issue. You ever do that?
Right.
I didn't save it. I didn't save it. But yeah, that should be considered a sport actually altogether. Like
shout out to like the coders out there and the technology, like the guys who build the fantasy apps that do the auto save function. All right. And it's not extremely common in most fantasy apps, but if you have an auto save function, thank you for that.
I think Yahoo might actually have the auto save function.
See, and that's the way it should be. If you make a move, boom, let me make that move. Don't make me hit submit or save. I don't have time for that. I need to focus on my lineup, and the less you can take out of my to-do list in doing so, the better.
Yeah.
For all
of us.
Well,
it's like if you've ever ordered food or like went to order something online, you get to that second page and you're like, you don't hit submit, and it never goes through. And you're like, where's this food at that we ordered? And then it's just like, it's obviously not there. But
yeah, right.
Anyways,
all right.
Is this the third round already? We're back.
I think
back
third round.
All right.
Third round. Pick us in.
So this is it's not necessarily football related. This is more of like a seasonal related thing here. It's those crisp fall mornings, with the dew on the ground.
Ooh.
That it's just like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You walk outside and like the hair on the back of your neck stands up a little bit, and you're just like, it's not cold, it's not hot, but it's that perfect football weather, that temperature. And it's always this time of year, right? Like it's like the weather's starting to turn, like summer's over. Oh, it's beautiful.
Say you're running to the store to pick up some groceries real quick, or maybe you're going out to pick up breakfast for your wife or something, or maybe you're just going out to pick up the trash can, but you need to throw on a hoodie.
Yes,
there's no better feeling in the world.
Yeah,
no better feeling than throwing on the hoodie in the fall. Just
when it's hoodie weather.
It's hoodie season, dude. Hoodie season means football season, and that is the best thing about it. All right. Good pick, AD. Good pick, AD. What are we? This is my third pick, right?
Your third round, yeah.
All right, my third pick. You ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
Pick is in.
Is it Derrick Henry?
All right, and I know earlier I said yeah, it's Derrick Henry. I'm taking Derrick Henry again. I know what I said. My number one overall pick was the 7 hours of commercial free football starts right now.
Mm-hmm.
This one kind of goes against that in a way. Because to me, one of the best things about NFL Sundays is that tiny commercial break that they take right before kickoff. So the two broadcasters, they do their little the breakdown of the game analysis. Hey, this is Jim Nantz, Tony Romo. We're going to talk about the game. And all right, and coming up, Steelers Titans here from beautiful Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. And then it's, the CBS music plays, and then it goes to commercial. That is such a great commercial break, whether you're at the bars or you're at home watching that commercial break. Like you're at like your highest point of like, okay, the game hasn't started yet. Anxious. Hope springs eternal. Yeah. You're anxious. You're ready to go. And then, but then that little bit of real estate for that commercial break is huge because it either means like you have to go and make your last minute bathroom run. You need to make sure you've got a beer, you've got, whatever it may be, food, all your food spread ready to go. You've got your channel, the last button set,
the swap ready. Yep. Mm-hmm.
The swap button ready. Like you've got it like ready to go. Okay, wait, what was the last channel? Oh, okay. I need to make sure this is on point. So that way I've got that ready for when my game goes to commercials. Like it's all important. It is your last minute. You're running through your to-do list, your checklist, and that is the last commercial to do it in.
Well, and you're right. No, never mind. I'll talk about it on my next one, actually. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Oh, you mean your next one? Oh.
Speaking of which, okay. So it's
Kazan?
The pick
Oh,
is
wow.
in. The pick is in. Another thing I'm excited for.
The pick is
So,
in.
you know, there's a time where your favorite team, whoever it may be, is on at 1:00, and you also want to be watching Red Zone. So there's that time where, like, you know, you're going to be on the main channel. You're going to be on your game, right? Your team's game. You're watching that. But during those commercial breaks, you're going to be switching back and forth, right? You know,
Sure.
you got to have it on the horn. So it goes perfectly with what you're saying. You need to be ready for that. And it's that ability to switch back and forth just to never watch commercials, right? Like that's
Yeah.
the whole idea, because
Right.
no one wants to watch commercials. And
No.
Red Zone accomplishes that for us. And sometimes it sucks when your team is playing at 1 or 4, and or depending on what time zone you're in. Which, speaking of which, that's got to be tough, because you yourself are in a different time zone. You are in Central time zone.
So we get the games an hour after you.
So you get it at 12 and 3.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And also after us, because they
right. Yeah, we have to wait an hour for the games to kick off here.
Man, that must suck.
It does suck.
I mean, you're used to it at this point because you've been in that time zone your entire life.
My entire life. So, yeah. Central time zone is all I know. Yeah. And I'm actually back in it. There was a time where I was living in California and kickoff was at 10. That was weird.
That's weird.
That's hella weird. Yeah. And I don't recommend it on Sundays. I recommend it on college football Saturdays. It's great because games kick off at 9 out there, which is awesome because you got college football from the moment you wake up till evening. But then on NFL Sundays, I don't recommend it except for Super Bowl Sunday. Game starts at like 3 in the afternoon out there.
Yeah. Or no, 2 probably, actually. 2.
It is the best because by the time Super Bowl is over, like you still have the rest of your night. Whereas like by the time the Super Bowl ends in any other time zone, it's like, crap, I got to get ready for work tomorrow. Like
everyone's leaving. Yeah. Going. Yeah.
Yes.
Some people are leaving early, maybe. Yeah.
The feeling after the Super Bowl might be one of the worst feelings of NFL Sundays, which we're only drafting. We're only drafting the best.
Not to get ahead of ourselves, though. Yeah.
Right. So what was your pick?
So it's just having that channel swap ready. It's
channel swap. The channel swap. Yeah. That's important. It's clutch. It's key. All right.
Yep. There it is.
My pick is in. AD. With the fourth round. The second pick of the fourth round.
Yes.
I am going with, and I'm surprised. Honestly, it's fallen this far. This is my sleeper of the entire draft. Carrie Underwood's legs. Waiting all day for Sunday night, not for Sunday night football.
Waiting all day for those legs, huh?
Yeah, right. You gotta just catch a glimpse. Look, Carrie, love her. Obviously, the wife of former Nashville Predator Mike Fisher. Big Carrie Underwood fan. Carrie Underwood fan. Big fan of both her singing and those legs. So Carrie Underwood's legs, getting a chance to get a glimpse of them every Sunday night. There really is nothing better. That's honestly, and I would argue that that's why all of us watch football. Is it not?
Yeah, good point. Hey, but is it confirmed that she is? Did they replace her? I don't want to,
I don't think so because last time they tried to replace her, like there's such an uproar and they brought it back. Yeah,
okay, all right.
They tried to change the "Waiting All Day for Sunday Night" song, and they said, "Oh, geez, that was a mistake. Bring back Carrie."
Twitter blew up after that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so Carrie Underwood's legs. All right. Didn't think that was going to make it on this list, but
yeah. How could it not? I'm surprised it fell this low in the draft.
Yeah. Good point.
All right. Pick is in. Pick is in. Round 5.
5th pick of the draft. All right. So this is sometimes not necessarily fun, but it is a little bit of a thrill, like you mentioned earlier. It's rushing around to get whether it's breakfast or lunch before kickoff, because like I'm big on being on my couch before 1:00. Like I don't like running, doing things before that. So I need to like be stationary at 1:00, and if I, had a late night on Saturday, you wake up a little later, 11, 11, 12 or something. You're like, shit, I only have an hour to get food and I have no idea what I want right now. So
Yeah.
so it's almost a sport in and of itself, rushing around, seeing what to get. What is your go-to sandwich? Like if you had to choose something that for Sunday, let's say, what would you pick?
Well, so I live right across the street, downtown Chicago. I live right across the street from both a Jimmy John's and a Subway. But if I'm picking between the two, I'm going Jimmy John's.
You got to go Jimmy John's there,
Unless Subway wanted to throw some ad dollars, then I'll pick whoever the hell they want us to pick. Honestly, I'll go Apollo Ono and start hawking some Subway sandwiches. I don't care.
I think we'd do a better job than the Watt brothers with their.
I think we would too, and that's actually a great point. The Watt brothers. Yeah. Come on, turkey for TJ, tuna for JJ.
She had no idea.
So yeah, I would probably go. I mean, just if I'm going immediacy, like closeness. I would go Jimmy John's. But what about? There's a grocery store right down the road, so I could very easily pick up like a roast beef sub. Maybe I don't know. I'm trying to think what I would get. That's a good question. What's your go-to?
Well, Sunday is approaching, so I just wanted you to know that, though.
And I do need to get that. I do need to think about that because, you're right. That's a good point.
So you start at noon, so I would probably get like a breakfast sandwich or something like.
And I could, it's very brunchy. It's a very brunchy start time for us.
Bacon, egg, and cheese, maybe, or would you
Sunday
prefer the
fun
sausage?
Day? Yeah.
Are you a sausage, egg, and cheese or a bacon, egg, and cheese guy?
I'm a sausage, egg, and cheese guy. I like sausage over bacon. I know.
Okay.
I know.
Right.
I'm not entirely American that way, but I love sausage. So
no,
wait, oh god. That taken out of context.
Someone clip that.
Out of context could be.
He's a big sausage guy.
You know me, like just a nice big. Yeah, I like sausage links because I like it. I like it shaped like this. Sorry. Oh gosh. All right. Okay. So what your pick is the sandwich?
Yeah, just rushing around to get whether it's breakfast or lunch, just rushing around to get food before kickoff. Because like we're saying, 7 hours of commercial free. There's not much time to waste.
And that's and that was one of the reasons why with my my number 2 or no, my number 3 pick, I took that commercial break right before kickoff because that is the commercial break where you have to get stuff like that done.
So you could actually run to Jimmy John's during that commercial break.
I probably could. I mean, it's I
freaky
take
fast,
the elevator down. But they are freaky fast. Although at my Jimmy John's, I love them. There's a night manager that I'm friends with. Not freaky fast. Dude takes his time, dude. But he's nice. He's super nice, and he'll chat you up.
He wants to chat you up. That's it.
He threw in extra meat for me for free, because as we just stated, I love meat. Yeah. And,
but not sausage though. It wasn't a big sausage on that one.
No, it wasn't a giant sausage because then I really would have loved him. But no, he throws it on for free, but he just takes forever doing it. So it's like it's that kind of trade-off. It's like you don't get it freaky fast, but you do get extra meat. So I'll take that payoff.
Well, but honestly, that could be the price to pay though during that commercial break. There's not much time, so you might have to stress that to him if you're ever in that situation.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Okay. All right. With my pick, the best things about NFL Sundays. All right. Look, Philip Bernard. He loves his meat. Got it. Yeah, I do. I love my meat. I love it.
What can he say? Nice, what more can the man say?
Juicy piece of meat right there on a Sunday afternoon right before football. So my pick. Here we go. The pick is in.
Pick is in.
Guys, I am going with the 60 minutes ticking. The ticking clock of 60 minutes. Now I know this may be a controversial pick to some. Okay, I get that.
I think I just got the Sunday scaries hearing that in my head.
Just hearing that, right? It's a Tuesday.
Yes.
It's a Tuesday afternoon. Just hearing the name 60 minutes ticking clock makes you like, oh gosh, like it sends a shiver down your spine. But And look, and I get it. That sound is equated to Sunday Scaries. All right. But I'd argue that those Sunday Scaries are the best Sunday Scaries of the entire calendar year, because we're not hearing that clock, that ticking clock, that tick, 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 coming up on the, coming up everywhere but the West Coast. We're not hearing that ticking clock in spring or summer. That is a football season sound. And whether we like that sound or not, just like the way we don't like the sound of, I don't know, Dak Prescott's ankle breaking out of his shin. Okay. Like, yeah, we don't love that sound, but we still hear it, and it means football season. Okay. So there are certain sounds that we get only in football season. They may not be sounds that we like, like the what about that classical music they play at the end of the Red Zone channel? After Red Zone channel goes off the air, that classical music, meaning you have another 6 full days until Red Zone channel starts again. That sound is not great, but it means football season is here. And it's that payoff. It's that trade-off.
It also means you need to change the channel. I've woken up a few times.
It does mean you
to that music.
I have woken up countless times. Or like I'll leave Red Zone on in one room and I'll go into another room to like watch like the Titans like actual game.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back in and I'll be like, what is that noise? I'll be like, oh, it's the classical music playing on Red Zone channel in the next room. Why do they choose classical music of all the why do they choose that song to play after Red Zone goes off the air?
Must have been like cheap, like copyright. They could get. Like,
if it's the NFL, they went for the cheapest route possible. But no, so the 60 minutes ticking, that is what I'm going with with my 6th pick. Was that my final pick? Was that the 6th? That was the 6th round, right?
Was that the 6th round? I lost track of where we were.
I think so. Let's just say it was. We don't do honorable mentions. But if we did, the picks are in for. There's no honor in a mention, okay? No, we don't do honorable mentions.
We've been over that too, so
and that has been a junk drawer staple since our very first episode. We do not do honorable mentions on this podcast. There is no honor in a mention.
Mm-mm.
But if we did do honorable mentions, these would be our honorable mentions. All right, AD. I'm just gonna run. I'll hit one, and if you got one, you hit right after. Okay.
All right.
The general annoyance of my wife. That is one of the best things about NFL Sunday Football. And people were like, your wife being annoyed at you. Like, how is that a good thing? It's a good thing because that means football again is back. It is back, like, yeah. If she's getting frustrated with how much football I'm watching, that means football is back. Okay. And look, and I know other husbands have to deal with it too. All right. I'm not alone in this. Maybe it's not even a wife. Maybe it's just a girlfriend. She's annoyed that you're watching so much damn football. Why do you have to watch every game? Yes. I do. Mm-hmm. I do. Okay.
See, and I was going to say, my fiance said she's excited for football. So there's that point in the season where she won't be excited anymore. So,
right.
So it's a little, but it's very similar vein there though, but
it is. Philip Bernard says the Red Zone end of day music is equivalent to waking up on the couch at 2 a.m. to those Time Life music collections. It's time to go to bed. It's so true. That's NFL very true. Red Zone music is the Time Life music collection commercials. It's like, hey, do you want, hey, we've got the best of collection in this 60 disc collection. You can own all of the greatest hits by the Rat Pack. And it's like, oh, wow, cool. Just call 1-800. Yeah, just call this number toll free now. Operators are standing by to take your order. And then that is the equivalent of the Red Zone music. So well done, right. Philip. That is a great point.
You know what I would do if we did honorable mentions?
Oh yeah, what's that?
The Collinsworth. Now here's a guy.
Oh, okay. Or
the slide. The slide.
I was going to say the slide. The slide was for my honorable mentions. The Collinsworth slide. But the now here's a guy is a huge one, man. That is just hearing that on a Sunday night, because and look, credit NBC. They always have one of the best games of the week, if not the best. It is. And so hearing that means you're watching the premier matchup, and the whole Sunday has built up to that game. And it's exciting to hear.
It's beautiful.
And then my last honorable mention, NFL Red Zone touchdown montage. It's
Wow.
right before that music hits.
How can we forget that?
Right before that music hits, and it's like
every touchdown of every game.
You want to talk about
score.
Sunday scaries? Yeah, it's every touchdown from the entire day. When they do that montage, it's great, but it's also like, this is the tail end of it. This is right before that music hits, and you start to feel it.
Sometimes you feel like a bit of like a junkie because you've been watching football all day. You're like, I just want more football, because you get like depressed. Like you have to wait a whole week again before you can watch Red Zone.
Scratching your neck, and you're just like, I need more. I need more.
Give it to me.
Give me my fix, Scott Hansen.
If we did honorable mentions, I would have said Jameis Winston. I'm excited for looking forward to that, just in general. And
you know what I miss is the Jameis Winston squint, which we don't get as much of since he got LASIK.
And and I'm also looking forward to the Jets QB struggles to continue.
Oh yeah,
I think that's it's going to be inevitable.
And look, there's no honor in that mention, that's for sure.
Yeah, right.
I asked our good friend Chris Ranji for his top 3 draft picks, and this is what he sent me. His top 3 draft picks for the best things about NFL Sundays, okay? Which if you missed any of this, go back and you can either watch the live stream on YouTube or Periscope or Facebook, or you can check out our podcast. Subscribe to our podcast. You can listen to it while you're going and about your day and doing other things. You can hear our best things about NFL Sundays draft. But Chris Ranji, our good friend at Chris Ranji on Twitter, he says his top 3 draft picks: being blacked out by 5 p.m.
Good one.
Fall weather, which AD, I believe you hit on that one. That was a good pick.
I did, yes. Mm-hmm.
And chicken wings. He said chicken wings. So
okay, all right. That's like a pretty staple food, I think, of watching football games, right?
Yeah.
Those are pretty good.
Corey Ball says, is there honor in mentioning Jameis Winston and crab legs? That is, look, I still think crab leg jokes play. Am I wrong in saying that? Am I like?
I don't think he's gotten enough shit for that, right? Like
right?
Like that's funny. Like that is funny.
People don't forget. You know, like it's not like it does. Like that is, I think crab leg jokes should be hilarious until the end of time. People are still making Dave Matthews pooping on a bridge jokes. Okay,
and if they're still doing that, come on.
That was much longer ago. So Corey Bell says you're not wrong. I'm not wrong. I thank you. Hashtag never forget. Hashtag never forget.
We won't forget.
All right, before we get to the Frank fact, AD, what do we got? Oh, we got 3 for 3. 3 for 3. Now this is something that we did last season. We're continuing over to this football season. We only do it for football season. No one needs or cares about our picks, but we do it for the sake of the reward. And that's what this segment is. 3 for 3 is us picking 3 games that we think will hit. And we don't do it for you to like for your betting pleasure. I mean, if you want to take our picks, I had really good picks last season.
I'd recommend. So. Maybe I'd recommend.
Yeah. Look, I'd recommend taking my picks for sure because I did really well last year. No one else did. I'll just throw that out there.
Right.
But the reason we do this is because if you pick all 3 games against the spread correctly, you get 3 minutes the following week to talk about whatever you want. Whatever you want. Last week, I think I talked about, or last year, I won a couple of times. I won. I think I talked about The Bachelor one week. I talked about. Did I talk about the OC? Maybe the TV show The OC. I think I'm something along those lines.
There was one other one I can't remember though. That was pretty good.
Yeah. So that's what the reward is. So AD, let's quickly go through our 3 for 3.
All right, let's hear what you got.
All right. I am going. Give me the Chiefs. I know the Cinnaboys. The Cinnaboys are going to get
brownies.
Get their rocks off with this pick. The Chiefs -6 versus the Browns. I think the Chiefs. Like, let's not forget how good the Chiefs are. They are extremely good, and they were. Well, I mean, like you're only as good as your last game in the NFL, and I get that. And obviously, the Chiefs got their pants kicked off of them in the Super Bowl on national TV. People are saying, "Oh, well, at least they made the Super Bowl." Yeah, but is it worth it making the Super Bowl if you're going to get embarrassed in front of the largest TV audience on the planet? I'd say no. Right. frankly, I'm kind of glad that the Titans got beaten in the wild card round because there were fewer people watching. It wasn't as embarrassing. Derrick Henry rushed for 40 yards in that game. And it wasn't as embarrassing because nobody was watching. All right.
Not that many
Now,
people saw.
If you lose in the Super Bowl, though, not just losing the Super Bowl, but fail to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl, that means that the Chiefs haven't scored a scored a touchdown since the AFC Championship. Look, I'm not saying it's embarrassing, but people are saying it's embarrassing. Okay. People are saying, don't shoot the messenger here. So I'm going Chiefs -6 versus the Browns. But with that said, I think they're going to be back. Because the regular season Chiefs are different than postseason Chiefs. And I think every Chiefs fan will agree with that. And this is even dates, this precedes the Patrick Mahomes era. Regular season Chiefs are much different than postseason Chiefs. And I think the regular season Chiefs return on Sunday.
Well, I think you're just forgetting that the Browns were crowned the offseason Super Bowl champs. So,
and that's true.
People are pretty high on them. So it's maybe
they are pretty high on them. And when are the Browns always at their worst? Week 1. Every week 1, the Browns always fall flat on their face.
Last year or 2 years ago, was it?
2 years ago, yeah. Even when they're good, even when the Browns are good, they always. I mean, they're just not good in week 1. It's come down to earth moment. They're gonna hit that against the Chiefs. I'm also taking the Jaguars -2.5 versus the Texans. I know, right? Am I crazy for doing this? I don't know. Tyrod Taylor. How do we know his lung isn't still punctured? How do we know he's not going to be playing with like a syringe stuck in his chest from the Chargers team doctor? We don't know. We actually
don't. We cannot confirm.
We cannot confirm. So I am going Jaguars -2.5. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is going to be great. I don't think he's going to be good this year because that team sucks. That roster is terrible that's built around him. But I do think that they will beat the Texans. And then my last pick, you ready for this?
Yeah.
And I hate these guys, especially after wild card weekend last week. Ravens -5 over the Raiders. I think they're going to knock the socks off the Raiders.
I also picked
give me
Ravens,
Lamar Jackson.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's one of yours?
Yeah. So the Ravens, I also have the -5.
Okay.
I mean, Monday Night Football. I think Lamar Jackson's they're thin at running back, but I don't think that matters because their quarterback is running back. So, it's not going to be a big deal for them. I'm also taking the Falcons -3.5 against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Ooh.
I don't know if there's any Eagles fans out there listening. Sorry, I don't think you guys are going to be very good this year.
Hey, I love that pick just because I'm a big Arthur Smith, Dean Pease guy. Dean Pease as a defensive coordinator. They might not have the most talent with the Falcons, but I like those coaches, and I think they'll have them ready to go on Sunday.
Yeah, and I'm going to take a little homer pick here. I'm going to take the Steelers as a dog +6.5. I mean, I can't pass that up. Not sure how confident I am in it, but I can't pass it up. 6.5.
Who do they have on Sunday?
The Bills.
Ooh,
the Bills.
Hey, what's Sunday Night Football this week? Is it Rams Bears?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, there's so many good games this weekend.
And they pick that one, right?
I know. Look, no offense to I'm the Bears. I'm adopting as my second favorite team this year. Now that I live in Chicago, they don't play the Titans this season, so I'm gonna hop on the Bears band. Look, tighten up, bear down. That's what I say.
Yeah, it actually makes sense there. That's
right.
Pretty nice there for you.
So, but with that said, I don't want them on Sunday Night Football. I'm not. That there's so many good games on Sunday for that.
But there we go. There's our 3-pack. So take them if you want them.
Okay. There we go. 3 for 3. If either of us get all of our picks right, then we will have 3 minutes next week to talk about whatever we want for 3 minutes uninterrupted. That's the important thing too. There, uninterrupted. Okay. AD, you ready? You ready for this week's Frank Fact?
I am ready.
All right. The Frank Fact this week. You ready for this? In Finland, there are more saunas than cars.
Wow.
In Finland, there are more saunas than cars. Now, this could mean one of two things. This could mean that there are just not that many cars in Finland, which I kind of doubt. But this could also mean that there are just a ton of saunas.
Yeah, well, but like, is there like a sauna in every neighborhood? That's what I'm picturing. Like, like how they say like some cities have like a church in every neighborhood, right? Like, is there a sauna in every neighborhood? Like,
yeah, like saunas are like Starbucks there.
Yeah, yeah, they're like just popping up all over the place.
Yeah, they're like, oh, there's a new sauna coming in across the street from this sauna. Like, but
like,
is that the thing too? Like, does every home have a sauna like built in? Does that?
Oh, okay. That's actually probably more likely.
And also, why are saunas such a thing? Like you sit in them. Obviously, they get hot. You sweat, but like, do you lose weight?
I think it's just like for like the
to get
detox. Like, I don't know. That's a great question that you asked. And
don't get me wrong, I love a good sauna. I will sit in a sauna with the best of them, but I also have no idea why I'm doing it while I'm doing it.
It's just like one of those things that was just always at the YMCA, and you're like, oh, yeah, I'll go in here. It's like the next step. You get out of the pool, you go into the sauna, right? Like, it's just like the next step.
Yeah, it's like if your YMCA or like your local gym growing up had a sauna, you're not going to not take advantage of it.
Sure. Yeah. Why not? Austin, if you had to guess how many people were in Finland, would you have any idea?
Oh, geez.
So what are we, like 300 million in the US? 300 million, I think, something like that.
We're 300 million in the US. I'll say 1 million. Is that too many?
That's a pretty good guess. No, that's too little. There's 5 million, 5.5 million, actually. So you have to figure.
Oh, wow. More people than I thought.
So you have to figure, though, like that, we could be looking at like 1 million saunas for all we know.
Oh, see, I was going to say, like cut that. I was going to say about 3 million saunas.
Okay. So maybe a sauna for every person in Finland.
Because if you think about it in America, if there's 300 million people, see if you can Google how many cars are in America. Because like, if we take that same, and obviously there's probably more cars per person in America, but I would imagine it's got to be similar to the number of saunas per person in Finland.
So we're looking at, this is registered vehicles. So, I mean, obviously there's probably more out there. 284 million. So yeah, I think you're onto something here.
See, it's almost a car per person in America. And that's just the registered cars. So in Finland, I'm thinking there could be 3.5 million saunas.
So,
and if saunas do make you skinnier, Finnish people pretty skinny. So maybe that's their secret. I don't know. So
someone's actually Googled how many saunas are in Finland. Like the answer is actually there. Do you want to know the answer?
Oh, yeah, hit us with the answer.
So there's 5.3 million. This is from 2013, so we could be looking at a lot more.
Oh wow, yeah.
Okay. 3.3 million saunas.
So I had hit that nail on the head.
Yes, you did. Yeah. So they're found in homes, offices, factories, sports centers, hotels, ships, and deep below the ground in mines. So if you're ever deep below the ground in a mine in Finland, just sweat it out, man. Go into the sauna.
I imagine they're everywhere there. Like if you go to a Home Depot, there's a sauna there. Like if you go to the post office, you can jump into a sauna real quick.
Oh, I think it's customary to, actually, after you mail something, you have to hop in the sauna real quick. It's just
Oh, man. All right. So that's going to do it for us this week. It's a short episode. We wanted to get something out there football related. So I hope you enjoyed our draft. Please check out Ed Korkbats on all socials except for Instagram.
Especially our Instagram.
At Korkbats2. Go give us a follow. We've already surpassed 200 followers within the first week. Thank you to all of you who have followed. Yes. Please continue to share it with others. Help us get the word out there that we are back on Instagram. We can only do it through the help of you, and so we appreciate it. AD, you got anything for the road?
It's getting a little crisp out there, but just don't forget to water your plants out there.
Don't forget to water your plants. Hey, and come Sunday, 7 hours of commercial-free football will
Starts
then.
now. Well, then, yeah, not now.
Yeah.
Unless you listen to this
to
at
right
at
before
12
kickoff,
o'clock.
then now. Yeah, 7
right.
hours of commercial-free football starts now. Subscribe to the podcast, rate, review. We appreciate all who do. And AD, do you remember what it is I say to end this?
Is it something Scott Hansen says? No. Oh, ahoy.